Have you ever wondered why some of the world's most financially secure people come from China? What makes their saving strategies so different from the rest of the world? Today, we're uncovering the methods that have kept generations of Chinese families financially stable, even during global crises. And it's not just about penny pinching, it's a mindset, a way of life. But can these strategies work for you? Let's find out. To understand how the Chinese manage their money, you need to understand Jiajian, a deeply rooted philosophy of frugality. It's more than saving a few extra dollars. It's a cultural mindset that values moderation, thrift, and living within one's means. This perspective is ingrained in everyday life, from the food they eat to the way they plan for future generations. But what if I told you that this principle could be your ticket to financial independence too? Let's dig deeper into a key element: multi-generational living. Unlike many Western cultures that prioritize independence and individualism, Chinese families often live together under one roof, pooling their resources and reducing individual expenses. It's a simple yet powerful way to save on rent, groceries, and even energy bills. According to a 2023 Global Family Living Survey, 56% of Chinese families report that multi-generational households significantly boost their savings. Can you imagine what you'd save by combining expenses with your loved ones? And you might have heard of the 50-30-20 budgeting rule, popularized by financial experts in the West. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. But in many Chinese households, this rule is flipped. Needs take precedence, and the wants are trimmed down drastically. More often, Chinese savers will spend 50% on needs, save or invest up to 40%, and dedicate just 10% or less to discretionary spending. This mindset has been a game changer for families, aiming to build wealth and stay prepared for the unknown. Another fascinating aspect of Chinese money management is the heavy emphasis on education. But it's not just about getting degrees, it's about acquiring practical skills that can lead to multiple income streams. A 2022 article from the Financial Times noted that Chinese households often view education as an investment, prioritizing courses and certifications that pay dividends later. This approach ensures long-term financial resilience. What skills could you invest in today that would pay you for a lifetime? Minimalism plays a pivotal role in the Chinese approach to money. It's about cutting out the unnecessary, but not at the cost of quality. Whether it's clothing, electronics, or household items, Chinese savers often focus on value over quantity. According to a 2021 survey by China Economic Review, 74% of respondents stated they prefer to buy fewer, higher quality items that last longer. How many things do you own that add zero value to your life? Here's something not everyone knows. Chinese savers frequently invest in tangible assets like real estate, gold, and antiques. Why? Because these are seen as safer and more stable than volatile markets. This strategy goes back generations, when families would pass down assets as a means of securing their future. A 2023 Bloomberg report highlighted that over 60% of Chinese household wealth is tied to property. Could this strategy protect your finances during an economic downturn? One of the most striking differences is the general aversion to debt. In many Chinese households, debt is considered a last resort. Unlike the credit-fueled consumerism seen in other parts of the world, the idea here is simple. If you can't pay for it in cash, you don't buy it. This mindset keeps families from falling into the trap of high-interest debt and living paycheck to paycheck. Can you imagine living a life where you owe nothing to anyone? Lastly, we cannot overlook the role of community-based saving practices such as rotating savings and credit associations, ROSCAs. These groups help people save collectively and provide low-interest loans within trusted circles. It's an ancient practice, but still widely used in modern China. This system builds financial discipline and a safety net among community members. What if you could create a similar support system with your friends or colleagues? As we wrap up, consider this. Saving money like the Chinese isn't just a strategy. It's a lifestyle built on principles of discipline, community, and forward thinking. If you're looking to revolutionize the way you manage your money, adopting even a few of these practices could make all the difference. So, which of these methods will you try first? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to check out my next video on common financial traps to avoid.